You think your cat trusts you completely? But there's a good chance you're breaking that trust every single day without even realizing it. Not through cruelty, not through neglect, through small, ordinary things you do without a second thought. Things that feel completely normal to you but feel like a warning sign to them. Your cat isn't going to tell you when it happens. They're just going to quietly, slowly pull back a little bit more each time. A little less eye contact. A little less time in the same room as you. A little more distance on the couch. By the time you notice something's off, the damage has usually already been building for weeks. 5 mistakes that are quietly breaking your cat's trust in you right now. Mistake number 1 is something almost every cat owner does out of pure love. Picking your cat up when they don't want to be picked up. To your cat, in that exact moment, it can feel like a loss of control. Cats are biologically both predator and prey. Being lifted off the ground without warning registers as a threat. It's not the picking up itself that damages trust. It's the pattern. Every time you scoop them up mid-nap, mid-groom, mid-anything, that's a tiny withdrawal from the trust account. Do it over and over, for months, for years. And your cat starts to associate your hands, your arms, your approach with a loss of control they never asked for. Mistake number 2 is punishing your cat after the fact. Your cat has no idea why you're upset. What they learn is not "I shouldn't. Scratch the couch." What they learn is "when my owner comes home, sometimes bad things happen." Unpredictability is one of the fastest ways to break trust in any relationship. Trust is built on how predictable and safe you are to be around, not how nice you are. Your cat is talking to you constantly, not with words but with a whole language of small signals. A slow blink, a tail flick, ears rotating slightly backward, a soft chirp, a paw resting near your hand instead of on it. These are all early-stage communications. Quiet requests, small check-ins. Most owners only respond to the loud version, the yowling at 6 a.m., the scratching at the door, the bites that come out of nowhere. Those loud behaviors are almost never the first attempt at communication. They're the last resort. Your cat tried the quiet way first, and when that got ignored, they learned that subtlety doesn't work with you. Every ignored signal is a tiny lesson that your attention has to be earned through volume, not connection. A cat that stops trying, stops chirping, stops seeking you out, isn't calm. They've often just concluded that it doesn't matter anymore. Mistake number 4 is forcing affection on your terms, on your schedule, regardless of theirs. You want to cuddle, so you scoop your cat onto your lap. You want to pet them, so you reach over while they're eating or sleeping. Trust isn't built on affection given. Trust is built on affection offered and accepted. There's a difference, and it's a difference your cat feels every single time. Closeness that's imposed on them, even gently, even lovingly, doesn't register the same way in their nervous system. It registers as pressure. Repeated pressure, even wrapped in love, teaches a cat that your affection comes with a cost, the cost of their autonomy. This is why some of the most affectionate cat owners sometimes end up with cats who seem distant, twitchy, or quick to bite during petting. It's not because the cat doesn't love them. It's because love in that relationship has started to feel unpredictable and one-sided. Let your cat be the one who closes the final few inches. Mistake number 5 is inconsistent emotional energy. Cats are extraordinarily sensitive to the emotional atmosphere of a home. They pick up on tension before an argument even starts. They notice when your voice is tighter than usual. In homes where stress is a regular pattern, cats develop a kind of low-grade wariness. Not fear exactly, more like hesitation, a held breath. Remember that silence I mentioned earlier, the cat who stops communicating altogether? This is usually the final stage of it. Every flick of the tail, every slow blink, every quiet retreat to another room. It's all a language, and it's been running the entire time. The question now isn't whether your cat trusts you. It's whether you're finally ready to listen to what they've been trying to tell you all along. But here's the good News. Every single one of these mistakes is reversible. Cats don't hold grudges the way people do. They don't need an apology. They just need consistency. They need their signals to be noticed. They need affection offered instead of imposed. They need your presence to feel predictable and calm. Your cat isn't keeping a permanent record against you. They're just responding in real time to the version of you that shows up each day. The moment you start showing up differently, slowing down before you pick them up, noticing the quiet signals, that trust doesn't just stop breaking. It starts rebuilding, often faster than people expect. Mistake number 3 is ignoring their attempts to communicate before they escalate. Your cat tried the quiet way first. They tried the subtle way. And when that got ignored, they learned that subtlety doesn't work with you. So they escalate. They yowl, they scratch, they bite. And only then you respond. You're teaching your cat that gentle communication is invisible to you, and only intensity gets a response. Mistake number 4 is forcing affection on your terms, on your schedule, regardless of theirs. Trust is built on affection offered and accepted, not affection given regardless of whether it was wanted. Cats bond through controlled proximity. Closeness they can enter and exit freely feels safe. Closeness that's imposed doesn't register the same way. Let your cat be the one who closes the final few inches. Sit near them instead of reaching for them. Let them come to your lap instead of placing them there. Mistake number 5 is inconsistent emotional energy. Cats are extraordinarily sensitive to the emotional atmosphere of a home. They pick up on tension in a room before an argument even starts. They notice when your voice is tighter than usual, when your movements are faster. Cats often do the opposite of dogs. They withdraw. They disappear into another. Your cat is reading the emotional unpredictability in the home and quietly deciding it's safer to keep their distance until things settle. Not one big betrayal. Not one bad moment. Just an accumulation of unpredictability until your cat quietly concludes that the safest strategy is to expect less from you. Cats don't stop trusting people because of one dramatic event. They stop trusting people the same way trust erodes in any relationship, slowly, through 100 small moments that seemed harmless in isolation. Your cat isn't just behaving, they're communicating. Every flick of the tail, every slow blink, every quiet retreat, it's all a language. And it's been running the entire time whether you were listening or not.